Welcome to Schofield Farm. We are out with our bees this morning and we are going to be taking off the supers for preparation for winter. So we will harvest whatever honey's in the supers. We're also reducing the area the bees have to keep warm while they're in their cluster. We'll also be putting on attics, which we will insulate the hive and help with moisture so we don't have dripping and condensation inside. Those attic boxes we fill with pine bedding, and I'll try to show you what that looks like. So if you have a place that has a wet winter like we do, you will be able to consider doing this. We are second-year beekeepers. We're still fairly new. We live in Northern California, Zone 9B. We do not have crazy cold winters, which is great for bees. We actually have things blooming year-round to some capacity. However, we do have very wet winters. Our lows can get into the 30s, low 30s, but we have most of our rain during the winter time, which is why I am most concerned with condensation and protecting my bees from that. We are putting on a robbing screen for right now. It reduces the entrance. We probably should have done this earlier. Since it is still fall though, and there is still a lot of activity in our area, there is a nectar flow. It's not heavy probably for a lot of colonies, but there is a nectar flow. There is still production. We do want to try to reduce that entrance better than we have with just scraps of wood. We have some uncapped honey, so nectar flow. Oh, they're just starting to cap it right there. Turn it around. We will still take from that though. Looks good. They were just starting to cap it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
This is the top super box, and they look like they've got some good stores in there. I can actually tell that there's honey and stuff in those frames.
Brooder box, right?
Brooder box, yeah, or we call it a deep. The top deep.
So lots of resources.
Yeah.
Lots of capped resources.
Okay, wow. They did rip it up some. We did a treatment of OA here. How long ago? It was about a month ago. It's actually soaked with OA, but that's like pollen and propolis on it. We've got a lot of bird comb there too. Okay, so we opened the first box. They have so much resources. They have tons and tons of pollen, nectar, honey, even in the brooder boxes. My only alarm is I did not see any evidence of eggs or capped brood, and I'm wondering if our treatment that we did about a month ago killed our queen. I can't say that for sure, but we haven't been in since we put the treatment on. And we should see evidence of some sort of laying because it's been warm. We had a cold night, but besides that, it has not been that cold yet. So we might need to take some capped brood from the other box and put it here so they can make a queen. I don't know if it's too late in the year to do that, but there's so much resources and I don't see any evidence of new bees being laid or raised.
Like this. Got a lot of pulpwood from this one. I don't know why they're so interested in it. There's nothing there. Oh, the propolis is intense on this guy.
Who's that one's capped?
take it?
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't weigh anything. I don't think there's hardly anything.
Okay, then just freeze that one.
There you go, freeze.
Here we're going to open up the 2 brooder boxes on the second hive. We're going to take a look at this hive. We want to see evidence of a queen. We want to see resources. We want to make sure that this colony is ready to do well through the winter.
Very active here. Nothing over here.
That's pollen.
Okay. Buzz now.
Oh, that's definitely some brood on this side.
Yeah.
I was relieved to see brood on this frame after the other hive having a hard time finding any. There's definitely brood. Oh. Okay, someone has brood. There we go. That's good. Oh, but there's some. Look, I want to look underneath there. I don't see if there's anything there. Okay.
I think this is the queen.
Maybe. Yeah, there's a lot more activity in this hive. Even though they have activity over there, there's so many more bees in this hive. Did they sting you?
No.
Gentle, gentle. There might be the queen on this one because there's definitely brood on this side. All right, there's definitely brood. I'm looking. There's even a few drones. I don't see her, but that doesn't mean she's not here. Do you see her? Okay, I want to give my assessment of this inspection. The second hive definitely had more bees. It definitely had capped brood. We didn't see the queen, but there's evidence of a queen. So many more bees, and they were more active, they were more agitated. We got in there, which probably means they're guarding their queen. So my predictions are we might lose that first hive over the winter. I don't think they had a queen. Either they have a virgin queen they had made on a mating journey, which is really late in the year for that, or they don't have a queen. And there was enough brood in the second hive to be able to share brood. So we might just have to, we might lose it. We're gonna let nature decide for this for us. And if that happens, we can use the resources in their hive to feed the other hive instead of supplementing with sugar water in the late winter, which, you know, since this was a split that we did, really, it would be almost like combining the hives again as they were last year. So we'll see how that goes, but it's just very interesting. I don't have a lot of solutions, but I'm learning and observing. I'm going to do some researching and see what we can improve each year. We did do a treatment. I wondered if the AO soaked rag could have done something to our queen. I don't know if that's even possible or common, so I'm going to look that stuff up, but I just like to share a journey. Part of it's like a journal for me. Part of it is letting people have a sneak peek into beekeeping and beekeeping by people who are newer. We are not experts. I can't give you advice, but I can just share what we're learning and what we observe. And I really love beekeeping. I love bees. So I want to grow and get better and be a really responsible beekeeper. So we will learn from this, and I would love to see in the spring that both hives make it, but my guess is the weaker colony probably won't. And we'll see if I end up right on that. I hope I'm wrong. Last thing we're doing is we are making our attic. We put pine bedding at the top. You can see there is an insect screen. We just bought that at a big box store. I can't remember which one. And this will act as insulation. It will absorb moisture. And it worked really well last year, so we are hopeful that it will be good this year as well. And I think the bees are ready for us to go away. They were so good, we didn't even use smoke. They were just really easy to work with.
Let me get some flybys.
They're a little more active today. Remember, everything slowly is always better. Jerky motion makes them nervous. So I'm pretty sure this is resources, but even the looking for the queen on resources. And that's solid honey. Did you look at the other side? So look for the queen though. That is really nice solid honey. Wait, slow down. So I'm looking to see if this is nectar or if this is, I think it's nectar. I don't think that is eggs. And that's solid. Okay, do you see? Now remember, this queen is not marked. Oh, there's brood. Oh, praise the Lord. That means there was a queen at some point. Here, there's brood. Okay, that's good. Do you see any brood there? Okay, I'm gonna look.
Yeah, there's brood here.
Do you see her? That's good news. So she decided to lay up top. Okay. That makes me feel so much better. I'm so glad we came back in. Do you see her at all? I am doing the video because I can always look later. There's more brood on the other side than this side, just so you know.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Okay, that's really good to know. But they're a little agitated, which means maybe she's in this top box, which is really encouraging if she is.
Yeah.
All right. Be really slow. Remember, slow is better for them. There's more brood for sure.
Oh, there's brood over here.
Okay, let me look. I'm gonna look for her. I don't see her. Do you see her?
Not yet. Give it a sec.
Okay, this is good news. There's a lot more brood on this one. And it's a little more solid brood than it was. It was very badly spotty. A different one. I'm looking for, oh, there are larvae. There's larvae. Okay, so there's for sure a queen if there's larvae.
Yep.
All right. I want to look at the other side with my camera. All right, yep, there's brood. The other side actually has better brood than even that.
Great.
I don't know if I see her on this side. Huh. Waggle dance. Look at the waggle dance. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. We are checking for our queen. Yesterday we did not see brood in the bottom box, and the mystery is solved in that the brood is in the top brooder box, which makes me so glad we came back out here. Okay, there's a lot of pollen too. Lots of pollen saddles full, which is a good sign. Yesterday I made the assessment that we had lost our queen in one of our hives, but today we came back in, this is the next day, to take a more thorough look of both brooder boxes. The reason we thought she might not be there is because the bottom brooder box, I did not see evidence of brood. And that is where we have seen more brood with her. And today we went in, we're doing a more thorough check of both boxes, looking frame by frame. We found quite a bit of brood. We found larvae. If I look closely, I'm sure I'm gonna see eggs, which makes me so relieved. The bees in this box are a little more agitated than yesterday, which also relieves me because I think they are actually trying to protect a queen. And there seems to be more bees active than there seemed to be yesterday too. So all the things I was concerned about yesterday about this box are slowly, one by one, becoming relieved, which makes me feel a lot better about going into winter about both of our colonies. And all this goes to show, as new beekeepers, it is important to get in there and look at your bees thoroughly. Not just do the little tasks you have to do for winter or for feeding or for treating them for mites, but to actually look at each frame by frame at different points. Did you find her?
She's there.
Okay, he found her. Let's see. Okay, and where is she?
She's...
You see her? Oh, there she is. I see her. Right there. There she is walking across. There she is. Oh, what a relieving sight. And there's a little bit of brood on this side. I bet you those are eggs in there too. Do you see eggs?
Yeah, there's eggs in there.
Definitely eggs. So this is exactly what we needed to see. I'm so glad we got back in the hive today, and I didn't just go by my discouragement yesterday, but I came back to see. You only see honey on the edges. That is normal where they're laying eggs. They have more of their resources on the bottom. Seeing that queen was exactly what I needed to see to feel better. I feel so much better. I have more knowledge. I have a local beekeeper meeting this week, and I'd already reached out to them online. I have some more info to bring to them, which is good info. I feel good. Thanks again for joining me. This is kind of the addendum to the other video, just so you know it is very important to look for eggs, larvae, and capped brood. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon. All right, it's the day. We're gonna take our last little bit of honey. We're going to fill these jars. They're going to be so cute. Do little dippers with them. Super fun to get a little bit more fall honey from the bees. Golden goodness. Many jars of honey. They are going to be so cute once I get the little dippers.